quick question. As a woman, would you rather stay at home and tend to the family, or you would go out there and hustle and make money and bring to the family? Which would you rather do? Or do you feel like you can pull both, like you can do two of them together? And if you say doing the both of them is you can do two of them, don't you think one will suffer, one front will suffer? Don't you think the home front will suffer if you're out there making money and all that? That's what we are going to be reading about today. Somebody wrote something on something like that. So the ill-used cow. A mother asked her family doctor, why don't women of this generation find enough milk to breastfeed their children? The doctor remained silent for a moment and said, imagine cows in the field that are constantly driven at high speeds. Each night, when they return to the barnyard, they will not be able to give forth milk. Madam, such is the state of mothers today. Yes, such is the state of mothers today. A mother in these times leaves home in the morning just as men do, striving with all of her strength, persevering through the heat of the sun or through the cold of the winter, toiling either of her own accord or under coercion. Because at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, she needs her paycheck. How will the woman just described be able to find milk in her breast in order to suckle her babies? Furthermore, how can she find time to look after her children, to bestow upon them her love, to give them her full attention? And how are our children expected to be trained when their mothers are far away from them, or to feel satisfied in that they are receiving compassion, especially when we consider that the only one to look after them is a babysitter or a nanny? Therefore, we should not be surprised when we find that the mothers of today are not giving birth or are not raising true men, men who aspire after the greater aims of life, men who contribute greatly to the Muslim nation. Today, we can only read about such men in books of history. Okay. So I personally subscribe to this school of thoughts. I know it sounds somehow. Most people will be like, "Oh, you're lazy. Oh, you want to be a housewife." Well, I don't like stress. I don't like. I cannot. There are two powerfully difficult fronts: being a mother, being the one taking care of the house front, being the one taking care of the children, taking care of the husband. That is one serious job description. Powerful. There is no break. At least if you go out and make money, there are times when maybe you are in the office, there are times when you have break, there are times when you get to stay idle. But being at home and carrying social responsibility, it's I don't think there's a break in that thing. Even if they wake you in the middle of the night, a child wakes you in the middle, there is no clocking out. You're always on it. Right? So please let me do one and you do the other one. Please, I don't want to do both. It shouldn't making money shouldn't come off like it's an obligation. I have to go out and make money. If not, nobody will eat in the house. I mean, we are two. Let me hold one, you do the other one. Why burden myself with the two of them? If you carry two of them, one will suffer. It's like when they are advising you on business fronts and they are saying that choose a skill or choose a specific path and excel at it. Do you understand? Excel at something specific. Don't People will say put your eggs in many baskets. You are doing this, you are doing baking, only you have a baking business, catering business, you also have a YouTube channel that you are growing, you also have a laundry business, you also have you are everywhere. Which one are you excelling at? I'm just using this as an example. So if you pick two things and you are chasing the two of them, one will suffer. Because if you wake up in the morning, you have to have time for your business. And that time that you are giving business or your work or your office or whatever, your child is left alone at that time. And you will even see mothers these days that will be like, where will I drop my child? Where will I drop my child? Because I need to be here. I need to be here. They are looking for who to throw their children to, or keep their children to, or who should look after the children while they are out there. So please, we are two. Somebody should do one and the other person should do the other one. Don't stress me. I know it doesn't make sense, perhaps, but that's just me. Lazy Hawa. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I would love to hear your point of view on this. What do you think of this? And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.